Welcome back to the Thin Ice Podcast. Welcome back to the Thin Ice Podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Robinson.
And I'm Ethan Nickel.
And today we have very, very, very special guest, Winston Bishop from New Girl, Deputy Whit Farr from Fargo, and upcoming Robbie Robertson and the new voice of Garfield, Emmy-winning actor and comedian Lamorne Morris.
Woohoo!
Oh, there it is. We were going to ask where you kept that, but there it is. Yeah.
Keep it right next to me.
That's, yeah.
Just in case a hater show up.
That's right. Yeah. I know some don't know where it was. Didn't
they lose it or they...
I think it was Jared Leto who's like, I don't know.
Yeah. He's like,
it's not
just too damn cool. He's just
yeah. I mean, I feel like awards like that, you got to keep close by.
Yeah.
You have to. I wish there was like a mini version I could just keep in my pocket just in case.
You could.
I get to bring it out every once in a while.
It's like a little pocket dictionary. Just have a photo of you with it.
Yeah, I know.
I got this. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
We're great. How are you?
Dude, I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Just been, doing some press for Spider Noir.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Garfield
Coming out soon. People are
really
very
soon,
excited.
So
for that
I'm excited, man.
Yeah. So are we.
I know.
We were so hyped.
We're
excited
so
and nervous.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. We loved Into the Spider-Verse, and I feel like Nick Cage's Spider Noir is my favorite character in that movie. So when that show got introduced, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great.
It's gonna be
great. And then we were like, oh, you're in it too, and we're huge fans of Fargo and all that stuff. We're like, this is even better. Mm-hmm. This is just gonna be. We're so excited for this show, and we gotta watch it.
Dude, I think people are really gonna dig it.
Oh, I think so too.
Well, that's the thing. That's the debate now. Is like, you're gonna watch it black and white or in color. But that's also the benefit of having the option. You can watch it in both.
That's true. I think black and white's got to be a way to go. Just keep the style.
That's probably the best thing they could have done was let you watch it in both. So just people won't get mad really.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it in both. I'm gonna see it twice.
Yeah,
at least. So I'm gonna watch it in both. You got to do that.
That's our sneaky way of getting viewership. Watch it.
That's actually pretty smart. That's actually really, really smart.
Genius.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, numbers are gonna be through the roof.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, people are excited.
It's interesting. I watched it with someone, a friend of mine, much younger, and then a friend of mine, much older. Someone in their late 60s.
Okay.
And her reaction was, she said, I love both. She was like, black and white is just so it's so near and dear to me. It just makes me feel, it takes me back to a time.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I'm watching you on it. It's so weird. It's so cool and weird. She says, but the color reminds me of when they introduced color for the first time in TV. And so you watch some of those old movies in color and it was just like this new experience. And it still transports you back in the day. But you still feel, you know what I mean? You still feel that.
Yeah.
So I think people will really, really get a kick out of it.
I mean, just from the trailer, it is a gorgeous looking show.
Yeah.
And
just from the shots that we've seen, it just looks great.
It looks, not only, it looks incredible in both versions. It looks which I feel like's gotta have been hard to do.
Yeah, I can't even imagine doing that, making sure it looks good in both ways.
Because we did something like that, where we did a short film that was in color than black and white, and some things just, they don't transition.
They don't, but this one was good because remember, you have to shoot it both ways.
Yeah.
And you have to edit it both ways. So the time codes and everything, the way you edit it, they have to be exact.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's
this
crazy,
guy edits.
right?
I wouldn't. That sounds.
I'm just thinking about the pain in the butt that would be.
It sounds ridiculous.
That's why it's taken so long to come out. I mean, we shot this thing over a year ago.
Yeah, but I mean, waiting for a product like this, it's worth it. It looks beautiful. It looks great. Everyone looks like they're doing an amazing job. It's gonna be a really, really good show.
Yeah. I believe so. So.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to ask, while doing our research, we noticed you have played quite a lot of cops.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a cop in New Girl, the cop in Christmas Chronicles, you had Deputy in Fargo. What similarities did you try to keep for each of those roles, and then also what differences? Because they're also different. Some are serious, some are super kind of funny. So what did you do with that?
I wanted the through line with every character to at least be kind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think one of my favorite movies is Training Day. Denzel Washington is my favorite actor, and that's one of my all-time favorite performances. But his character was so opposite of anything I've ever played. And I think the reason it works is because opposite him was Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke even though he's working the drug scene, he has to be tough. But you can look at him and tell that he's very kind, which means if you see that cop on the street, he's the one you want who's got your back.
Yeah.
Always. Cops get a bad reputation for some of the rogue cops who do some wild shit out there. And I think if I'm playing a police officer, I want to represent the police officers that I personally know, the ones that you do call when you have an issue or when something's going down. And these guys are like, these men and these women that I know are really, they're just at the core the nicest people. And you're like, you definitely feel safe around them. And I wanted to portray that type of energy because it's the Denzel Washington effect gets portrayed more in film and TV. So I was like, man, I want to be the kind officer. Now I would love to play the type of character that Denzel in Training Day. That'd be a dream job. However, I kindness will always have to bleed through, and I that's just the message that I want to give to people and send with every performance that I give, is that at the core there is a heart there and an honest one and Noah Hawley helped me find that in Fargo for sure. Yeah. When I asked him, I said, "What made you pick me for this role?" And he said, "No matter which way you want to go with the character, whether you want to go big, broad, funny, weird, you want to downplay it, grounded, no matter how exciting you want to be as a performer in this, I just need him to be kind."
And you definitely succeeded there.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like, that's my thing.
I loved that character.
It was a great character.
He was so badass without fighting much, just the way he stood his ground. And at some points pretty funny, but he was very, very kind. He was such a great character in that show.
Oh yeah.
Probably one of the better cops than Fargo. Fargo has a lot of cops. And that was definitely one of the good ones. Some good, some bad.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's I mean, and New Girl obviously, playing that cop. It's just he should not have had a gun. Like this guy,
no,
he's just dumb. He's super kind. Yeah. No, he should have like a little stick or a nightstick or some pepper spray. You should not give this man a gun or a gun.
Yeah. Especially after watching the episode where like all the meth in the house. It's like, I'm so surprised afterwards. He's like, absolutely, he's gonna be a cop. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, you see how his roommates are. There's no way.
There's no world.
He's gonna be a good cop, but that's insane. I was like, that is crazy.
Oh gosh.
I mean, he's a funny cop, that's for sure. So,
funny for sure.
Yeah, you need some of those. Yeah.
Great for TV, not good for real life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, talking about Spider Noir, obviously Robbie Robertson has kind of a very long history in Spider-Man lore, especially in the Raimi films. So, where Bill Nunn played him. Did you revisit those versions as prep, or did you try to like separate yourselves from those versions?
I did both. I read them and tried to separate myself. 67 comics, and then the Bill Nunn version, like you said, wasn't in the movies, wasn't given a lot to do. So it's hard to pull from that energy. Yeah. Bill Nunn was one of my favorite actors in general. But we're so different. He's a larger than life man. Like, he's a big guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, I think all the way back from like Do the Right Thing, like one of those movies, a Spike Lee movie he did back in the day.
Yeah.
He's just like this intimidating figure. We're not the same aesthetically as performers, but energetically, the way he had Spider-Man's back, the way he understood, the way he kind of understood the bigger picture. That's the one thing that did take away. And you could see it a lot in Bill Nunn's eyes, his inquisitive look, him not wanting to rat out Peter Parker. That energy of, I know what's going on, but here's what we need to do. That's the same type of energy that I want, that's kind of happening here, in Spider Noir. Robbie is, he's a reporter who and I base a lot of Robbie off of an old reporter. I'm not going to dive too much into it because I want people to watch it. And see an old reporter back in the day, named Poston. And That's all I'm going to say about it. But
Yeah.
I do believe Robbie comes from that era of reporter who really dug into the heavy shit that was happening, and no matter what, because even back then race was a big issue where it was hard for a black reporter to get into some of those rooms and to really get the scoop. But Robbie was a by any means necessary type of person, and Ted Poston was also the same way. And so for me, I was pulling a lot from him, but also from, just like I said, like just some of the internal monologue of a Bill Nunn, of how he's processing all of this stuff that's happening in his town. And so yeah, I think when fans watch it, you'll see a lot of me in there, because I want this to be my version of Robbie, while still paying homage to the folks that did it before me, the comic, and then Bill, and so I think you'll see I'm trying to say it without giving any plot points away, but
I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
yeah. But if you read the old comics, you'll know Robbie gets into some world changing stuff. You know what I mean? Like the type of stuff that he's involved in, I think, is pretty insane, and I think we'll see some of that here.
Well, we're very excited to see your version of him on the screen.
Yeah.
That's gonna be very exciting. Like you said, it didn't have a huge part in the Raimi films, but it's always really good.
He was always such an interesting character.
He was.
Like, you're like, who's that guy? Like, wait, what? Like,
coming kind of out of nowhere, and you're like, we know this guy knows he's Spider-Man.
He knows something.
He knows something.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't give it away, and that was always so interesting. So I'm glad that character has what seems to be a much larger part in the show, to see more of him.
Right, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. And I think fans will dig it. I've never been more excited for people to see something,
Yeah.
Until now, I'm like,
I'm
like, just come out already. I want to hear the thoughts. I want to hear what people have to say. And
you got 2 more months. So.
I know.
Two grueling months. But
oh gosh, yeah, it's gonna be something. We'll see.
You have played so many incredible roles, and like we just talked about upcoming Robbie Robertson and the new voice of Garfield. So congratulations on that. That's great. What is your dream role? Like, if you could pick any dream role that you have not done yet, what would you like to do next?
That's an interesting question, because lately I've been able to check some of those boxes. Yeah. But I would say a dream role is it's playing in the same realm as a Spider Noir.
Okay.
I love superheroes and I love supervillains.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hancock. You remember Hancock with Will Smith?
I do, yeah.
Playing a very anti-hero kind of guy. Like, he's fucked up. Like,
yeah.
But he means well. He just can't get out of his own way, or the elements are always affecting him in some sort of way.
Exactly, yeah.
I want that, because I do love the idea that I could pretend to have these powers and these abilities and do these things and be put in these scenarios, because it tickles the itch that you had as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're like, I want to be able to fly. I've jumped down the stairs so many times like a freaking idiot, clearing stairs, because I'm like, one day I'm going to just float. I was the dumbest kid. And so I was like, as I get older, I still want to play in that arena. And so I think the superhero genre I love so much, because you get to be a kid. And
that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. And then my kid, I have a 5-year-old daughter who I let watch some of these movies, and I would love for her to just see me in that light.
That'd be awesome.
And,
I can imagine that.
Yeah. So I think it would be fun for her, even for when she grows up. And, because I've done some animated stuff now, which she's able to see. She's able to watch Christmas Chronicles, like you said.
Yeah.
Certain things she's able to watch, but I think that superhero genre, whether I'm a villain or a superhero, I think I just love playing in that space.
Yeah.
So I would say something like that. I would say that, or like I said before, Denzel in Training Day. That kind of it goes back to being a cop. I want to play a psycho.
And those are some fun roles. I feel like that'd be super fun.
You have to do it, man. Because as a performer, we all want to do it, and people have these lofty goals. It's like, oh, what kind of role? I don't know. I just want to make $100 million. And he's like, yeah, wouldn't that be great? But at the end of the day, you could be Like I could tell you The Rock had to play Mark Kerr in The Smashing Machine for his own peace of mind.
Yeah.
He had to do it because he's the box office draw in our business. Him, Tom Cruise, Scarlett Johansson. You know what I mean? They do all the big me. Yeah, exactly. they do all the big stuff already. So they're making so much, hundreds of millions of dollars, right? But if The Rock were to, if someone said your career is over today, I think Smashing Machine would be the reason he'd be okay with it, because he did. He creatively fulfilled his thing, you know. Because we all get into it. We all get into this business. We don't get into it for the money. We get into it because we love performing. The money and that type of the notoriety and the access, and that comes with it for some, for sure. And it is cool sometimes to be like, oh man, I flew on a private jet and did this, and I have a Lamborghini and I did that, and you know, all that fun stuff, and that's cool. But you can't take it with you. The things you can take with you are your creative choices and the memories you have with the crew members and the people you work with, and that's the stuff you take with you. And I'm almost positive that he will tell you the same thing. Like, The Smashing Machine was my heart. You know, everything else was great and it was fun. I loved it. I love fulfilling fans' dreams of seeing this character and that character. But for me, I guarantee you he would say that. So for me, I would have to scratch one of those itches, you know, for me to feel like, man. But I got lucky though. New Girl was that. New Girl was, I mean, that character is still, till this day, one of my favorite, if not the favorite thing that I've ever done, because he's so weird, and that's my sense of humor.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Do that.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Yeah. So I was like, that might be that was my thing. You know, but there's still more, you know.
Yeah,
like I said, there's still more you want to do. So.
Yeah, and we really hope to see you in those kind of roles in the future.
Well, go out there and talk to your local councilman. Go out there and talk to
we will.
Yeah, talk to the mayor. Talk to the mayor.
We'll hit up Michelle. We'll hit up Michelle.
Yeah.
As creatives, you know, we're always trying to like build our reputation and our, you know, just kind of like who we are in the industry, and make connections. As someone who is like once unknown and basically worked their way up, essentially, what does building like sort of ethos look like to you?
Yeah, I would say, you know, it started when I was much younger, and having a sense of respect for the business in general, and not trying to skip steps, because when you do that, you build up internal fans, meaning fans who are already in the business, building blocks, people that can help you along the way, and paying respect to that craft, right? So in the beginning, when I was at Second City in Chicago, I remember a woman named Deanna Griffin, who was like my mentor. She you know, she was like our director, and I was considered really funny there, and people were like really trying to like get me to do this and do that, and I was young, I was 18, and people were like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, and I just remember I kept going to her and saying, well, what's next? What step should I take? I don't want to skip any, because they were trying to bump me up like a few levels, and I was like, no, I want to make sure I'm experiencing all of it, and I don't want to jump the line of anyone who came before me. And because at the time, that's what was happening. It was like, we want Lamorne to be on main stage, but there were all these people that were in front of me. And so I was just like, well, no, I want to keep taking classes. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to build the respect of the people around me, that when I get to these levels, that folks know I earned it, and that I tried to help bring people along the way. So not skipping steps for sure, and building your what's the word I'm looking for? Building your cachet, I guess. You could say you're building your cachet in the business the proper way. So I did a lot of that. When I got on New Girl, it was, again, showing respect to the crew members. You know, after every season, you know, you give gifts to everyone, you show appreciation. Like every other week, you get a food truck or a coffee truck, small little things like that to help keep you connected with people and show your appreciation. So you build fans in this business, not just for that reason, but just also because that's just a decent thing to do. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I think the decent man goes a long way in this business. And, you know, just keeping a level head, keeping yourself grounded, and not feeling, entitled over anyone or feeling like you're above anyone. Or I hope that's answering your question.
No, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But that I would say that's something that has nothing to do with your ability as a performer. It has nothing to do with your creative outlook. It's purely just being a good person. And that's sometimes what our business is missing. And I think people forget that. I think a lot of young performers, meaning people who start in this business pretty young, don't understand that element because everyone's kissing their ass and giving them shit all the time.
Yeah.
You walk on the set and it's like, what can I do for you, sir? And you're like, I mean, sure, I'll take a sandwich, I'll take a ginger ale, make sure you get that. You walk in, the clothes are ready, someone's making you look good, someone's cutting your hair.
Yeah.
When you leave, fans are crying for you. You think that's how the world works. And it's not. And then ask any actor who has fallen from grace. They'll go, life has changed. And I think if you just keep a level head, put others in front of yourself, have that respect for people, that'll take you a long way in this business. This business, people forget, it's a community. You know what I mean? Imagine living. Yeah. Imagine you all live in the same building, right?
Yeah.
Imagine just that one room of assholes that are just fucking monsters.
You have floor 9. That's
Floor 9.
Just imagine. And so imagine that's that floor. Right?
Yeah.
And imagine when you all leave, you all are very successful in whatever you want to do, and you all stuck together. You're going to remember that floor of people where you're like, but we don't want to hang. We don't want those guys.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be an issue for us. This is our community. We treat each other with respect. We help build each other up. And I think if you're doing that, you're going to last a lifetime in this business. You're going to get to do the things you want to do. You're going to get to help other people along the way. And those people, when you're much older, and those younger folks that you helped will then look back at you and go, man, let's rock out with Lamorne. Lamorne used to help us out. Now we're in charge of the studio, or we're, starring in the films. We want Lamorne to come in and play my dad. I want Lamorne to come in and play my grandpa. Like that's the way that's how we eat. That's how it's like the circle of life within our own entertainment community.
Yeah,
thank you. That was very helpful. That was really great answer, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've done a lot of great work in the film industry, and I think your breakout role, what put you on the map, was your outstanding performance as Melvin Fox in April Fools. You have you have. Do you disagree or?
Oh my God. You know what my sister does? My sister every year reminds me that I did that movie. She'll send me a picture of it. And
well, we saw it, so
remember? No, did you really?
Yeah. So
no, that was my first ever. No.
So since then, you have done Night Shift, another horror movie. Do you want to continue exploring that genre, or was April Fool's the peak?
April Fools, yeah, the joke was on me. Fun fact, I still never got paid for that movie.
What? Wait, really?
$300 they were supposed to pay me. $300. I still never got my money.
Yeah.
No, that was oh my God, I remember doing that movie. I was 17, 18? Maybe I was 18.
That came out the year we were born, so,
That came out in like 03.
It was 07. It said 07.
Oh, I shot it in 02 or 03.
Google says
Google says 2007.
Maybe it
damn.
So maybe they took a really long fucking time to make it.
They did. They
But,
took a long time for it to come out. There were so many issues with it. I think
Best opening kill for a movie ever. You did absolutely. You were outstanding, man. That was good. Yeah, that was good.
April Fools. No.
Is there a sequel we can expect, and you come back and haunt them, or what?
I hope not. There are some things that should
probably
just
not
never see the light of day, and that's one of them.
Well, we found it.
I know we're doing that movie.
Yeah.
Oh God, where'd you find it at?
Tubi? It's on Tubi for free.
So anyone can really watch.
So anybody, you don't even need to sign up, man. You don't gotta pay. You don't gotta sign up. You just go on and watch. You just watch April Fools.
No, why'd you watch that?
Well, to be fair, we only saw your parts. If that makes you feel better, but yeah, look at that.
There you go.
See, look at that. Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
I think if April Fools never happened, man, I don't think that Emmy would be there. I mean, come on, April Fools. That was That was
I'll
good.
tell you, that was my first. The actors that I worked with on there are all lovely. So
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're all great people. I still know some of them today, but I could tell you that was definitely a learning experience.
Yeah.
Of the business side of things. You know, I remember doing that movie and understanding, like, just because you're in a movie, it doesn't mean shit. Like, don't mean shit. I thought, I was going to do this movie. I'm gonna be Eddie Murphy tomorrow. I don't know what I was thinking. I did that movie and I left crying every day, going, "This sucks. This sucks so bad." The treatment on that set was, oh god. Anyway, moving on. That movie's trash. Thanks for watching it, though. I think I'll get 11 cents, maybe not. Again, haven't been paid a dime for that movie.
Yeah. Gosh. I mean, definitely looked indie. We watched it and we were like, we can maybe make this. We can. It gave us hope, you know. We make.
First of all, you guys were born in 2007.
Yeah.
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 May for me and
June for
June
me.
for him.
Yeah.
God, that's crazy. You guys are. Oh my god.
We're 18. We're
remember
barely
the days.
adults.
Well, when I was your age, I was doing very adult-like things, and the life. Anyway, but now I'm old. Now I can sit my black ass at home and just don't do nothing.
Watching April Fools. Yeah.
Watching everyone. Well, now now I know it's on Tubi. I might, if I ever bring a date.
You have to go back. To
Like,
that.
you want to watch a movie, baby? Let's watch.
that
theater.
we started that opening scene because I found it and I was like, I wonder if you've been in like some horror movies because that's like our thing. And I was like,
Yeah.
You're not gonna believe what I just found. set the computer on the bed, hit play. We're like, this is amazing.
Wait, have you watched Night Shift?
I have not seen Night Shift. I need to.
That's a good one.
It does look good. I want to see.
I'm
Night
happy
Shift.
for you to watch that. And again, another low budget, very low budget,
Yeah.
but very contained. I think they the China brothers, those are the directors. They did a fantastic job, I think.
Yeah.
For the budget too.
Yeah.
I think it was literally like a couple $100,000.
Yeah, we really like low budget horror movies.
Yeah.
Like especially low budget slashers. So even if April Fool's isn't the best, it's still fun, and that's what we like. We like fun horror movies. We were going through that is the movie was we were laughing.
Go watch a movie called Candy Corn.
Candy Corn.
So I'm not in it. One of my best friends in the world is in it. We grew up together. He's gonna love that I'm telling you to watch this.
Okay, wait,
From
wait.
2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this
We'll
looks.
put this on- it's got
Tony Todd. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, we gotta watch
Yeah,
that.
his name is Patrick Ryan. He's Deputy Fox, I want to say.
The cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is again. It's like.
Dude, we love playing police officers, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll check that out.
Check that out.
Is it better than April Fool's? Do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I mean, if it's got Tony Todd in it,
Yeah.
I hope it's better.
Well, dude, the Funhouse Massacre had Robert Englund.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah, I mean, also,
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
going in line with that, like when you look back at the movies that you've done or like things that you worked on, what's something that like you think not enough people like watch or you want someone to like appreciate more than they do?
I would say Saturday Night.
That movie is incredible. We love that movie.
We love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they put enough into the marketing for that movie, to be quite honest with you.
No, I barely even heard about it.
I remember hearing about it when it came out, and we watched it a couple weeks ago, and we were like, "This is great."
Yeah, like we were like, this is amazing.
We had some kids walk by in the dorm. They're like, "Oh my god, are you watching Saturday Night?" And they were like, "We love this movie. We're gonna come back and sit down with you after like we do whatever." Like it's
dude, that's sick.
People
That's sick,
love that movie. It is so good.
Yeah, and I think not enough people saw it, and I think
I agree.
it didn't get
Yeah.
the love that it should have got.
Yeah.
But that's just all promotion, and so you never really know. You just never know. You just never know what something's going to do, no matter how well it's put together. I mean, Jason Reitman is a G, and he
that movie
crushed making that movie.
Oh yeah,
the cast is sick.
the casting is actually perfect.
Yeah, like it was perfect.
It
I
is
was
like Billy Crystal. Oh my god, Billy Crystal, and then Chevy Chase. Oh wow,
Yeah,
all
dude,
that was so good.
I remember being in the table read for that and watching Nick. His name is Nick Padani, Nicholas Padani. He played Billy Crystal. I remember we were all doing a table read, and he started speaking, and everybody in the room looked up and looked.
Yeah,
over. We were like, "Holy shit!" We were like, "We got to step our game up. This kid is a monster."
Yeah,
I mean, everyone's great. You were great as Gary Morris. You were.
Thank you.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I was gonna actually point this out. there are some similarities with you playing, I guess, Garfield with playing Garrett Morris, that they're both like legendary people. Well, one's a person, but
Yeah.
legendary, like I guess identities that you would need to, I guess, assume. Do you
Yes.
feel like a similar level of responsibility with Garfield as you did with Garrett Morris?
Yes, because Garfield is so near and dear to so many people, and there's
He's
so
got
many.
Garfield socks on.
Really?
I had to say it. I had
Put him
to
on.
say it.
Oh,
He
that's
did.
awesome.
I'm sorry I had to do it, but he did.
I named my car Garfield. It's got,
That's great.
Orange in it, and I was like, so many folks have crushed the role of Garfield that I have to kind of show a lot of homage to them in some of the delivery, but it's still my own version.
Yeah.
It's definitely my own version, my own take. When I was playing Garrett, I asked Garrett about, because I'm a pretty good mimic. I could make it, I could sound like Garrett, to some degree. And I asked him about that, how he wanted to see himself portrayed. He didn't care anything about that. He just said, I just want you to tell the truth of how I was, like who I was. You don't got to sound like me. He's like, but I had an energy. I had a certain thing, try to get that. And a lot of what he wanted was script stuff that had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Garrett,
Yeah.
we showed the highlights, a lot of the highlights, and they all had their other side. It was the 70s and they were all on drugs and shit.
Yeah.
It was a wild time. But we didn't really show so much of that in the movie because that wasn't the point. And but Garrett thought we were going to show a lot of that, and he was like, "Cool." He's like, "Cool, do it. Tell the truth." And I was like, "Don't worry, we don't have any of your drug use in there. I mean, we got a little bit, but not
A little bit. Yeah.
A little bit.
but not a lot." And so, yeah, with him, it was easier to do because I got a directive. I didn't get any directive for Garfield other than from the directors themselves and the writers that said, "Hey, we were just playing with the voice a lot when I first started recording. It was, let's try something like this. Let's try something like that. Let's pay a little respect to Bill Murray. Let's see if we can get it that energy. Let's see if we can, so I kind of found a happy, medium. I think something that I'm happy with. I think folks will really like it."
So, kind of off topic, but I found this super cool. When it comes to New Girl specifically, not only were you one of the main stars, you also wrote an episode, which was absolutely hilarious, and then directed an episode. How did writing, directing, and starring in that show influence each of those roles?
When I wrote an episode, it made me appreciate writers more because as an actor, you could just show up and see what you see the material laid before you, and you figure out how to make it your own.
Yeah.
That's the fun game as an actor. Is I see that, but what am I going to do with your material? When you are a writer writing for yourself, you have a hard time. It's like you can't see the mirror. So I have a hard time writing blindly for myself because I could write it on the nose of like exactly what I want to do, or I could write it kind of general, so I could figure out the game of how I can make it my own. It was really difficult for me to do. When I wrote, I found myself, I was in my head more often as a performer. But when I directed an episode, I still was able to play. I was able to play a lot more as a director because I give the performance notes, and I just do what I want at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to try it this way, and this way. So for me, I was more free as a performer when I directed as opposed to when I was writing.
Yeah.
Because when I'm writing, I'm paying too much attention to the words that I'm saying and if they make sense and is it connecting? Because I also wrote for the other characters. And so it was really tough to, and on TV is interesting. New Girl is interesting because you have the writer and the director there at the same time. So the notes you're getting are not just from the director, they're also from the writers. So I'm writing and I find myself directing at the same time because I know the joke didn't work. So I'm just going to give myself a different joke because I'm the writer.
Yeah.
I'm not the director, but I'm still directing myself.
Yeah.
Which is so strange. So in TV, especially New Girl, a lot of those writers didn't get credit for directing because they technically didn't, but a lot of those writers were directing those episodes.
Interesting.
And yeah, and New Girl, just had the best writers in the world. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I mean,
Shawty, what that thing do, you know?
Shout out what that thing. That was me.
No, that was you. No, that was you. That was you.
That was me. I wrote that.
That was you.
Yeah. So we got lucky on that show, but for me, directing is way easier to perform
Yeah.
than writing to perform.
Can we expect any more other movies or TV shows written or directed by you in the future? Is that something you'd like to continue to explore?
Yes, there is a movie called Unwanted that I wrote with my buddy Kyle Chevron, starring myself and Kenan Thompson.
Okay.
That we just started the process of now. It's based on a podcast you can go listen to called Unwanted, starring me and Billy Magnuson.
Okay.
Billy and I did game night together. And
great.
so
Yeah.
he's one of the best, man. He's a great actor, but he's an even better person. Like the business doesn't have enough of Billy's, and and I think you'll really get a kick out of the podcast. So just go give that a listen.
Yeah. Okay. We'll definitely check that out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The score, the music, everything is so dope on it. Like, you ever been rickrolled? You guys young enough?
Yeah, we have many times.
Many times.
So that
We've
guy,
done it
Rick,
occasionally. Yeah.
So that guy, Rick Astley, did our music for Unwanted.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
He
Okay.
wrote the official theme song for it too. So
Oh, that's
Legendary.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Now
we
got
wanted to pay
Yeah.
homage to like the old days, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
early 80s and 90s action movies.
Yeah.
And so what better person
Yeah.
to bring on than Rick Astley? So
That's
he
good.
crushed it. And so now we're doing a movie based off of that.
That's awesome.
awesome.
Speaking of music, maybe I was crazy, but in the credits of New Girl is Ludwig Göransson
Is that-
did the music for New Girl.
Is that the
Yeah.
same guy
James,
winning all
that's Sinners.
Same guy who's
Black
won 3
Panther, all that.
Oscars.
Yeah, that
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I saw
Star
because
Wars.
Sinners is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's my favorite movie
Yeah.
last year for sure.
Yeah.
And I saw his name at the end credits of New Girl. I'm like, wait a second,
Yes.
I was like, wait,
Same guy.
That's insane.
I lied to you.
Same guy.
Wait a minute. Okay,
Yes, same guy, dude. He is brilliant.
Oh my yes, yeah.
He's one of my favorite people in our business because he's so nice, so kind.
Yeah.
And I've known him back since the New Girl days.
Yeah, he's so incredibly talented.
All of Gambino stuff that he did. Like he's that dude.
He's that guy.
He's a legend, a young legend, which is so crazy.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
this storied career,
Yeah,
and he was on New Girl. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
yeah. Next up's an Oscar for you, man. That's coming.
Let's listen.
Or a second Emmy for Spider Noir. I can see it.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call you a liar right now.
Yeah.
You're a truth teller, young man.
Thank you. I like to believe I am as well. Yeah.
Kind of talked about it before, but I'm a big Garfield fan, and like I've had like Garfield is like my childhood and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, like, before like you signed on, like what is your relationship with Garfield? Like, was he kind of just like a character you were aware of, or do you have like specific memories associated with Garfield?
He was a character I was aware of and fond of. You know Garfield.
Yeah.
Like, and I grew up on Garfield, and I just remember him being like the asshole lazy cat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was the thing.
Yeah.
So you guys probably don't know Heathcliff, but Garfield was like way cooler than Heathcliff.
Oh, definitely.
Garfield's the
Aside for this
coolest kid.
conversation.
He does not know anything.
I don't know anything that's going on. Yeah.
So Garfield for me was always in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And when I got but in the atmosphere as something that's untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you did have the icons who played Garfield, and so you go, that's just untouchable. That's just rare air right there. There's certain IP that are just rare air. Garfield definitely is one of them. I would probably say like Tom and Jerry. I don't know. They don't even talk really.
Yeah.
But like these OG cartoons, Garfield being on that list was always around for the generations. Chris Pratt played him in the films recently.
Yeah.
This being a series, it's a little different, but it's also in 2D.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like OG old school animation style, where you got real people drawing and doing the whole thing. And, which I think people are really gonna flip over it.
Sure. Yeah.
They've been testing it, and people are really flipping over it, which I was like, damn, yes, that's something. I'm super excited about it. But I went into it just going, okay, they want me for a reason. Bring them me, and let's see what happens. So that's all I can do. You know what I mean? Is go, you're going to get me. Now I'm a good mimic, so I could impersonate a lot of people, but I was like, let's not do that. Let's go this version for this generation, for especially for younger folks who don't know of the older Garfield. So I wanted to kind of bridge that gap a little bit, while some of the OGs who do know Garfield can hear a little bit of the tone of what they are used to, and don't feel alienated. So we'll see.
Okay.
I unlike him, I didn't grow up on Garfield, but I definitely will be checking out the new series. I saw that photo with you holding him. And I was like, oh, that's good. I gotta check.
See,
this out.
but that photo is from New Girl.
Yeah.
When I was holding Ferguson, and so it's so funny. I played a guy who was my scene partner was a cat for years, and now I'm playing a cat. Fun fact: I'm allergic to cats.
Oh, this is pretty funny. Yeah.
I'm like,
That's the headline.
Headline:
Garfield allergic to cats.
Yeah, that's what we're calling this episode. Yeah.
Please do let people know. Now, if there's a pill out there, folks, somebody call Big Pharma. I will take the pill. Because I got a feeling because of Garfield, I'm going to be around a lot of cats.
Probably, yeah.
I can imagine.
A lot of cats.
Yeah. Well, I have a question about Spider Noir. I have no idea if you're allowed to answer this at all.
Okay.
So if not, just shut me down. That's okay. I love Spider-Man. I grew up with Spider-Man, like with the Raimi movies. Mm-hmm. I don't know much about like the comic stuff. I just kind of grew up with the movies, but this did kind of stick out to me. I know, at least from my knowledge, that Spider Noir is still Peter Parker, but in this show, it's Ben Reilly, and I thought that was the Scarlet Spider. I was curious why the change. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to ask that, but why the change from Peter Parker to Ben Reilly in this show?
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Figured. Yeah. All right. Thanks for that answer. That's Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I think
I think
that's more of a question for Oren, our creator.
Okay.
And Steve Lightfoot.
Okay.
But that's and then and when you watch, maybe you'll know.
May 27th. Well, I'll find out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Or if you got MGM Plus, you can watch it May 25th.
I don't. I Prime, so I'll say May 27th.
Yeah. I guess this is probably a question that you're probably more good with answering, but
my bad.
On something like Spider Noir, obviously there's like a strong visual concept from like the directing side and like that kind of side. What's something that like a director can give you, or like something that is helpful in like acting in that style and playing in that style, or like in that vibe?
Yeah, the one thing that I definitely, and it's why I do this for every role. I look at the time period. I look at movies from that time period, movies that were modern but were set in that time period. I look at all of them and I try to find the through line with performances, especially the ones that were successful. And I asked the director, I said, when you're writing, are you listening to any music? Are you pulling from anything? And he said he watched a bunch of noir films, and one of his favorites was Devil in a Blue Dress with Denzel Washington, Don Cheadle. It's a great cast. And I said,
to watch that one actually.
You have to watch it. It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love that movie, and it is a noir, but it's in color and it's more modern. It's I think set in the 60s, something like that. But I went and watched that, and I was like, man, this movie, I feel it. I feel what he's talking about. When I read the Spider Noir scripts and I watch the movie, I was like, oh, I see where he's coming from. So I pull a lot from that era, in that time frame, and I kind of see, and I get a general glimpse of what the performances look like, and what pocket they're staying in. Does the performance match the music? Does it match the tone of the film? Is it emotionally matching the camera movements? Sometimes the camera could be moving so slow, but then the character's talking all fast and shit. It doesn't quite work. trying to find that pocket of how he's going to shoot it versus how I'm going to be delivering moments. And then you throw it all away and you just get to set and then you just play. Right?
Yeah.
But that's always in the back of the mind as a falling off point. You go, okay, I know I can land comfortably in this pocket if I'm lost. So yeah, for me, that I would just look at the old, he would tell me movies that inspired him to write that way. So I'd look at those movies that would help inspire my performance a little bit. So when you watch it, the cool thing about this is that everybody's in pocket. Like the performances across the board really transport you. Some delivery is more modern than others, but when you're watching it, you're still there. You're not. It's great. It's like, oh, cool, that's really cool. That's a really cool way to deliver that line. It doesn't feel old school, but it feels right for the moment.
Yeah.
And you find yourself reading a scene, and you have to figure out kind of which one best serves the moment, and while staying true to your character, and you know, there's a lot of that too. That helps. And, you know, again, the director's there on the day, the writers are there, so they can kind of help guide you if you ever feel way out of bounds. So yeah, I think just watching movies and listening to, and my trailer always played like on Spotify, I would have like an old school soundtrack playing. There are certain touchstones that you would have. For me, it was a cigarette. Like I don't smoke, but I would always, when I'm on set, I would always have a cigarette in my hand. I did the same thing for Saturday Night.
Yeah.
You know, that definitely keeps you, you know, in kind of all the chaos that's happening in the world. You're watching the news, you're on social media, you got to deal with this. You have a child, you have that. Keeping the cigarette, it's like it's a touchstone that keeps you in that moment. So the moment they call action, you're right back at the thing. The same style, the sway, the energy, it's all there.
Yeah, and about that actually, Saturday Night, like it seemed to me like looking at, you know, behind the scenes and stuff, seemed to be like such a uniquely like immersive set to be on. Like in the way everything was so, you know, like a lot of the long takes and a lot of the just like the environment felt very like, I don't know, like immersive. Like did that, like how like aware were you of that when you were on set, and like did that help you like in your performance?
It helped everybody. That was the greatest thing Jason Reitman and the set designers did. They created from the studs down to the studs. They had the exact blueprints of the SNL studio.
Yeah.
Rebuilt it on a stage in Atlanta. Backstage, the stairwells, everything was the original blueprint.
Yeah.
When you walked in there, you felt like you were in a building in New York, even though you were on a stage. It was that thorough. Yeah, it definitely helps you because there are little things that I would do. I would hide, like Garrett told me he would hide cigarettes in places. Like he had cigarettes behind the little piano. He had them under the stage. He had them under, you know, in someone's dressing room. He had them under the thing. He had them everywhere. So I would do that. I would just hide little cigarettes. And so Jason wanted us to be as fluid and as free as possible. And he was going to capture it.
Yeah.
And so there are moments where I'm like looking for my cigarettes. Little things that might make it on camera, might not. And I'm like pissed because I'm like, now I'm like, did Chevy take my shit? Yeah, I'm just kind of like, you don't know what I'm doing, but I'm like, who the fuck took my cigarettes? And now I've got to go find out where they are. So that gives me business. That gives me real business that's not in the script. And it keeps you in character the entire time. Everyone, the background. So what Jason did was the background actors, he gave them real jobs. You're a real hairstylist or you're a real camera operator.
Wow.
And he put them through training for all of those jobs. Whoa. So much so that some of those people went and got jobs in those professions.
More people need to see this movie. Like,
that's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, like you think you're watching a guy operating a camera. You know, he really knows how to operate that camera.
Wow.
he really
that's
knows
so cool.
what he's doing.
Yeah.
And so much so that when the real camera guy is trying to figure out a shot, the guy who's playing the extra is kind of going, well, I think maybe if you did. He's just like, oh, yeah, you're right, actually. And they collaborate. And next thing you know, that guy's a camera operator.
That's awesome.
So
that is
people
incredible.
really need to watch that movie. It's
yeah.
You know, Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that movie is so good. It's stressful. It's hilarious. Like
dude.
just
Gabriel
that.
Bell playing Lauren Michaels he's just.
Oh my dude,
that was
he was.
yes.
Everybody was so good.
Everyone was just
Everybody
on
was
point.
so
Like
good.
I was like,
especially Henson.
Henson was crazy.
Henson,
Oh yeah.
yeah, Henson was
I
great.
was like, that's
Nick
Henson. I was
Braun.
like, oh my god.
And he also played. He double performed.
Who is it that he?
Oh yeah, he
why am I
played.
blanking?
Why you
yeah,
blank-
he played Man on the Moon.
Why am
Andy
I
Kaufman.
blanking?
Yeah.
Kaufman. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was also great. That was
Yeah.
like that was just
Just beautiful performances all
Yeah.
around, man. These folks on this movie
Oh, yeah.
are like these folks on this movie are like next level. And that's casting right there. That's all.
Yeah.
That's the casting directors, that's Jason Reitman. That's having vision. That's
Yeah.
like I mean, Jason is one of the best for a reason. Like that's a true you got to have vision to be that aware of your cast.
yeah.
Oh, it
You
was
know what
great.
I mean? Like jeez, yeah.
We watched a bunch of like the actual skits from that movie afterward just to compare, and we're like,
Oh
this-
yeah.
like even Dylan O'Brien as Aykroyd, I was like, that's an interesting cast, and then I watched, I'm like, holy shit, he's good. Like,
Yeah.
like
just
I wouldn't
Dan Aykroyd.
I wouldn't have expected that to work. I feel like, but it did really well. Worked really
Definitely.
well. Yeah.
Definitely, everybody. That was again. I'm pissed. I'm still pissed. A lot of people didn't see it because I think that goddamn marketing.
I mean, everybody that did see it though thinks it's great.
Yeah.
It just like
Yeah.
and I think I might be getting a probably research among film students.
Yeah,
Like,
like
I've definitely
I've
getting
heard
research
being
into film
talked about.
students.
At least I'm
Yeah.
trying to advertise it as much as I can.
Yeah,
I'm like,
we are.
Yeah.
it's so good. Like,
They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
guys
watch
need to watch
Good News
this."
Saturday night. Watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll see. It's up to you guys.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that responsibility. We'll
Give it
try.
next. It's up to you. If this movie doesn't come back and win some sort of strange Oscar, some sort of retroactive Oscar,
Like years later. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll
Honor.
this episode will put it on the map. You know.
yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
Put a lot of faith in us.
Yeah. Thank
yeah.
you.
Well, thank you guys
So
No,
much.
you guys are awesome, man. Much love, you guys.
Yeah.
Have
You
fun.
too. Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with Lamorne Morris. If you liked it, please check out our previous interviews with James A. Janice from Dead Meat and Stephen Lamorte from Stephen Lamorte.
And remember, folks, you're on thin ice.
Watch Spider Noir May 27th.